What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 73 of our new What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 73 and the start of season 4 and maybe our last season here at Atalanta. We shall see as we go forward, but a new season, a new start. After winning the treble last year, we want to redo it. We want to duplicate it. We are going to up the difficulty back to regular ultimate. We had a couple sliders there, of course, to dumb ultimate down just a little bit. We're just going to go with regular ultimate. Just get it back to the default and see what we can do. And then we'll go into it. Now, as for the squad, we've got a couple things to look at. Number one, a couple of players are coming. Now, you remember January, Januzaj, we signed him for free. Someone else has also come in for free. And it happened while you guys were gone. It was someone I was looking at buying in general outright for quite a bit of money. Instead, he's coming for free. And there he is. Andre Onana, the goalkeeper. He's 89 overall. And it looks like he is going to be our new starter. I was just shortlisting a load of players I wanted to see if I can bring in. And I saw 2 months left. Nobody had signed him yet. So we bought him in, and now he's in. We also have Adnan Januzaj, who is going to be another winger that we can deal with here. We can bring him right on in. I think we're going to bring him right onto the bench. I want to bring Cunha onto the bench as well. There's so many good players. There's so many good players. I don't even know what we're going to do. Barrow might have to sit there. But Januzaj, as you can see, onto the bench. A different type of winger than Galeno, but a good winger nonetheless. So there we are. 2 players bought in. Nubel might be on his way out or might just have to deal with the backup role, but we have a load of players here. We just do. But this being our last season, and this being a season in which we want to go for everything, up in the difficulty, we're going to have to bring in some really high quality players. Now, not very often do we go in and dip into the market and bring in a ton of good players. This year, I think we're going to try and bring in 2, possibly 3. One being at right back. These are the 2 I'm looking at. Nelson Semedo and then Ricardo Pereira, who's at Leipzig. And if you look at Leipzig, they are stacked. Leipzig have Pereira here, and then they have Kimpembe, Romagnoli. They just signed Firmino. There are a lot of players. A lot of good players at Leipzig. But right back and center back being the 2. I was looking at Strakosha, who's also, well, not anymore. He signed a new contract, but he was also one we could have bought in for free, but we chose to go with Onana instead. And then we're going to look at a center back, Jonathan Tah. Militao is a good player. We had him at Watford. We said we could bring one player from Watford. It may be Militao. We haven't bought any yet. Kimpembe is a good shout. Romagnoli is a good shout, of course. Lenglet. There's some good players here, but we're going to go all out. We just won the treble. Surely we can bring some players in. And then there is one player I am looking at who's also at Leipzig, along with Golovin. Memphis Depay. We may bring him in. We may bring him in. We do not know yet. That's kind of one of those players we might bring in. Some players might have to leave. We will see. But we are going to do a couple of things here. We're going to put a couple players on the block. Some players who are definitely not going to play this year, I would think. This lad can add to the loan list. Moretti. We'll hold off on that for a moment. This guy, loan list. Onana, of course, staying. Cruz can go to the loan list. We thought about, keeping him around. Last year he only played twice, so we'll see. He can go to the loan list. Sutalo might be a player we just add to the transfer list. He's still only 22, Sutalo. He's growing. But unfortunately, we're going to have 4 really incredible center backs, and Ben Sabani who can also play there as well. So it's going to be tough. Right back is a position we're looking to go to. Conti can possibly go. He probably served his purpose. We may get some money back for him as well. And then there's some other players who could go on loan here, but I don't think we're going to be looking to sell anyone here in midfield. Maybe Kovalenko. We'll see if we need money. And then the rest are not going anywhere either. Maybe Greco could get a loan, but, you know, we'll see. Muriel, I just may keep for this last season. I'm not so sure yet. We'll see if other bids come in and things like that. But it's, we're in a position now where we are going big. We are going to have to go big in the market to go ahead and try and compete with the new difficulty. Conti's glad we're letting him roll along. I haven't been all that keen to play here. Okay, that's a bit disrespectful. Didn't think he'd say that. It was a bit harsh. Transfer budget increase. We haven't looked at what the budget is. I think that said 101 million. 165 million. So it was 101 added on. We have 165 million to play with. We have money. We're going to see how we go about spending that money. Maybe bring in those 3 players. Depay is more of a luxury than a necessity. So we win 4-0. Osimhen with a hat trick to start. Draxler with a goal as well. I don't know what I'm going to do at KM. If we buy Depay, he can play all over the place. I don't know what we're going to do there. So let's go first at center back. I believe center back is where we want to go first. And we're looking around here. I'm trying to figure out if I want... 79 sprint speed is actually relatively quick. I didn't think he was that fast. Kimpembe's really quick too. Everyone's obviously got some really good stats about them. Do we go for Langley? Do we just go all out? 78 and 110. Ugh, 98 million. Do we pay 100 million for a center back? Kimpembe's not going anywhere. Militao for 50 or Langley for 100. 92 jumping, 87 strength, 93 reactions. I think we go all out. Begin negotiations. Remember that 98 million is his release clause, so we don't go over that. There's going to be a lot of money we're about to put over here. We have 165 million to spend, though. I'm going to start at 70. See what they say at 74 million. They want 102. Let's go to 85. It's a 10 million pound jump. Or, yeah, 97.8. So it looks like we're going to get him for below the release clause. What about 91? 91 million pounds. An absurd amount of money that we are about to pay for a center back. Let's see what he wants in wages. It's imperative that we move Sutalo out. Or maybe Ben Sabani. One of the two. Crucial. He's currently on 280,000 pounds a week, which is quite a bit. 4-year deal. That's fine. Disregard release clause. Please tell me what you want financially. Of course not. We'll go with a large signing bonus. Why not? And we'll go... Oh God, I don't know what I want to do here. It's tough. It's going to be tough. They're comfortable with 170,000 pounds a week. He took a 100,000 pound drop to come to Atalanta. It's quite a bit of money. But look at that. We are going to have a really, really good center back in here. Who do we want to go ahead of here? Got some players who are going to go out on loan. Well, we'll bring them in for Ben Sabani and then... He's left-footed, so we'll play him on the left here. And we'll play him with Koundé, or do we play him with Simicon? We'll start with Simicon, and then we'll move Koundé about and see. But we've bought in quite a bit of money for Langley, but worth it at center back? We shall see. It's a lot of cash. A lot of cash. We're up to 73 million there, and we're going to try and bring in a really good right back who can also play along. I mean, him and Tavares should be a good 1-2 punch. Tavares is a really good player, but we're kind of at a point now where upgrades are coming, and when upgrades come at this point, they're very harsh. They're very harsh, and we're pretty much hitting them at the moment. We're playing West Ham here. Another 2 for Osimhen. Popov grabs a goal. No injuries, no cards. Very good. Excellent. Not much more you can ask for there. We're probably going to move into the next round. But next we're going to go for that right back. And then if players leave, they'd come 9 million for Sutalo. Can we get a little bit more? We'll delegate this and see if we can get a little bit more for Sutalo. A player or two may have to move out for Depay. I've been thinking about Draxler. Just because Draxler's older, Draxler's slowing. I'm gonna put Draxler on the transfer list just to look at it for a little bit. Oh, you might not be too excited about that, but just to look at it. Where is this? Draxler. Where is he? What's he labeled as here? Cam? There he is. We're going to add him to the transfer list, see what happens. He's 28. I mean, but he's also got that crucial squad role. And it'll be difficult to keep him happy if Atarin was the one starting, which I thought was going to be the one starting. We're just looking. If we were to bring Depay in, somebody would have to leave. It might just be Draxler. We'll see what happens. Top goal scorer Osimhen in high demand, which makes me uncomfortable. But let's go ahead and get through this game. Move on into the next round. And there it is. 3-1 the score. Draxler, Coutinho, and Tavares scoring goals. But this is going to be a tough year, especially with the up difficulty, but we have to strengthen. We're going to play Everton, who are thinking about buying Sutalo. Interest shown in Novelli. An offer comes in for Conte for £9 million. Let's delegate that at 17. If he's worth that, and we only paid 10-ish for him, I believe is what we paid, that's pretty good business. To have him for a year, back up, sell him on for a profit, that's good business. That is good business, I feel. Alright, so let's go ahead and go look at right back. Let's look at right back, shall we? Who do we want? It's Pereira. I already know who I want. It's Pereira. Between 43 and 62 million. He is a really good player. He's a really good player in real life if you haven't seen him play. But this would be a good buy. Offer transfer fee. Between 43 they wanted, right? We'll start at 48. We're going to need to raise a lot of money for Depay if it's going to happen. 56 they want. Counter. Remove the sell-on clause. Propose new transfer fee. Let's go 51. They really want 55. I'm going to have to save as much money as we can here. They really want 55. Well, 2 million added on. It's going to be tough to get that Depay in, but we really needed our upgrades here. Especially at center back. I'm harsh on the players we have, but to jump forward into that incredible area, we have to be harsh. Pereira wants crucial. 4 years. That's what we're after. Disregard release clause. He wants 70k a week, which isn't too bad. Counter, remove bonus, submit offer. 76. Counter, edit wage and signing bonus. We're really nitpicking here, but we're looking for all the cash we can get if we're going to go after someone like Depay. Look at the offer at £19 million left in the bank, but a new right back has come in. We're overhauling a little bit of the defense here. New goalkeeper, new center back, new right back. Who do we move him forward for here? Sutalo, because Sutalo's getting ready to move on. Kovalenko may be someone we move on as well. I'm just going to take a look at what Kovalenko could fetch in terms of money. We'll go on to here and take a look at Kovalenko. Kovalenko is someone we were just, I mean, in midfield we don't need. necessarily. He was a good buy for us for free. Add to the transfer list, so we'll see what we can get for him. But there's a couple players possibly leaving. Depay's probably the only player I'm willing to go after at this point. I think we're mostly done moving the squad around. And Depay would be between 45 and 60. So it's quite a bit of money, but we'll see. We're at 20 already, so we need to raise another 40 maybe. We'll see. Are we going to beat Everton? We are. 3-0. Tielemans, Coutinho, and Januzaj grabbing his first goal for us. He's also another good player we bought in. There may be some unhappy players this year, but we'll see. We're going to play West Ham again in the final, so we should win this tournament, really. And a loan offer has come in for Perez. Take a couple of, £750 a week off the budget. Not worried too much about that, but we added another 4 million, and we may add a little bit more if we beat West Ham here to the budget, which is good. An offer has come in for Draxler. Juventus, no, I can't. I can't in good conscience let Juventus get Draxler. I'd prefer he stayed and we didn't get Depay than move Draxler onto Juventus. I'd like to move him abroad. But here comes West Ham now. I think next episode we may just be jumping on into games. An agreement has been made for Conti. 13.5. An agreement for Sutalo as well. We're going to accept them both, I think. I think we'll accept both. That's pretty decent business. £23 million to come in. A bit of wage as well, which is not too bad. And then we may move Kovalenko and Draxler on. The problem with Draxler is he's going to be upset all year long. They may just end up sanctioning the sale next year, but we do beat them. Malinovsky with the goal, as well as Saka grabbing a goal. And we go ahead and win it. And our first game of the season will be the test. We're going to be playing Juventus. That'll probably happen next episode as we kind of get our season going here. And then we've got the Super Cup, so we may play both of them next episode before we jump into getting into, a new year. And we're just going to advance a little bit. If we can come along here. Perez loaned out. Offer comes in for Sutalo. I'm not going to bother because it looks like he's off to Everton for a little bit more. But we're going to play the Super Cup against Juventus next episode. An offer has come in for Kovalenko for 20 million. So that's a pretty nice chunk of money. We're going to delegate. That may push them off 30 million now that I'm go ahead and looking at it. But we didn't pay anything for Kovalenko. He came in for free. It's been a good part of the squad. But sometimes, you just get phased out. And it's unfortunate, but it is unfortunately how it goes sometimes. Conti has been sold. Offers come in for Frankfurt for a bit less than Tottenham. We're going to delegate this as well. Okay. So we may get some good money there for Kovalenko. We may have the money to bring him in. We're going to be at 38 million. Whoa, no. We're going to be at 38 million. The problem when they leave is that the budget doesn't seem to change on wages, which is a bit odd. But we'll deal with it as it goes. Kovalenko, 22 million with Tottenham. I may just accept that. I'm comfortable with it. We'll see if there's an agreement made on the other end, but I could have just stalled it and waited for that agreement, but it is what it is. It would have been a couple days. They would have been upset here as the delegation is taking a little bit longer over there, but it's fine. As an offer comes in, broken down between Frankfurt. They thought 31 million was too high. Offer comes in for Simicon, 62 million from Barcelona. No thank you. Simicon goes nowhere. Looks like he's going to be our starter this year. A really good player, of course, very young still. Of course, at the end of this season, I may do a future type of thing. 5 years into the future like I did with Watford to end it, but we'll see. Offer comes in for Mandragora, 60 million for Dortmund. That seems like a very Dortmund-esque signing. But Mandragora will be going nowhere. Is it possible we're going to exchange? Would they want Draxler for Depay? Would Draxler want to go for Depay? I do not know. Loan offer here for Azevedo. Accept it. One of our goalkeepers. £450 off the wage bill. We're kind of just going to roll through this as it happens. Until the Super Cup. In the next episode, we'll play the Super Cup. An offer has come in for Draxler. 40 million for Leon. Oh, from Leon. See, they would want... We're going to try it. We're going to try it here for Depay. Because they would want Draxler by the looks of it. Transfers. Transfer. We're going to try it. Do they ever work? I've never seen them really work. But we're going to try it because I do want Depay. Oh, he's from Leon. Yeah, see, there it's at Leipzig. Alright, so we'll let Leon... I keep forgetting Depay's not there in game. Okay, so let's go to the transfer hub. Sent offers, received offers. Draxler. Delegate between 59 and 40. That's okay. That's a good chunk of money. And then we would have the money to buy Depay. Interest shown in Paro. Offers coming in for Draxler from all over the place now. Napoli, no chance. He's not staying in Italy. Delegating and not going to Juventus. Alright. Just making sure everything's alright here with Draxler. We'll see. I hope they don't think the 59 million delegation is too much and they kind of just fade away. Loan offer for Suja. An offer from Celta for Casace. Nope. No. Casace goes nowhere. We're going to accept this Souza offer. He's 19. That's a Porto in real life, or in Football Manager. Maybe that might not be a good move. Whether he plays there or not in game is different. I guess it doesn't really matter too much in FIFA. Are we going to get our third one in? Is Draxler going to leave? Interest shown in. Hasn't happened yet. The delegation is taking a little bit. We're going to let Mancini go out on loan to Hull. Any playing time for our youngsters would be nice. But it may not happen till next episode. Loan offer for Mancini again. This time from Groningen. We'll accept that as well. This delegation with Draxler is actually taking quite a bit of time. Which is not exactly how I was looking, but it's alright. Email box. Renier wants to play. Captaincy suggestions. And it looks like that may have to wait till next episode. I'll consider this. And next episode, guys, we may be bringing in one more name. And then we may also be... What we have to do, though. We may also be, playing those two games. We are going to play those two games. So we're going to get Draxler out of here. Bring Atarin in. And for the moment... who do we bring onto the bench? Probably Barrow. But it looks like Draxler is leaving, and Depay may be coming in, depending on if they go ahead and accept that. But for the moment, this will be the team. Osimhen, Coutinho, Atarin, Galeno, Tielemans, Sanchez, Saka, Lenglet, Simakan, and Ricardo Pereira will be the players in the starting lineup for our first game of the season, guys. I hope you guys are looking forward to our last season. Of course, the difficulty will be raised a significant amount, and hopefully you guys are up for it. But that is it for now. So peace.